guys very, very much. So, to be 100%, 125% honest with you, the only reason that song ever got written was because my friend Derek told me not to be a wuss about it and to write it. Dee's right here. He and I, come here, man. So he and I, we're in Boise, and we had these two acoustic guitars, and he's like, so, you know, what have you been writing? And I was like, I got some this thing, that thing. He's like, all right, well, play me something. And that was the only song I had to play him. And I was like, I don't know, man, it makes me feel weird to play this. And he was like, don't you dare. I think you wiggled your finger at me. And he was like, you gotta write that song. And so the only reason I wrote that song is because he didn't write it. But if you guys, please, if you guys would make a lot of noise, I think I can get him to play one of his songs, which is something that's
They say that it's better to be prepared.
He's got a capo in his pocket.
This is a protest song. I wrote a new record with my friends, some of my friends that live here in Pittsburgh, and then I wrote some songs with my friend Frank here, and then I wrote some songs with my other friend Frank that's not here too. And I wrote a puppet show. I wrote a record about a puppet show about a little boy who lived in a world that was very unsafe for him, and he didn't know what was good, and he didn't know what was right, and he didn't know what was fair, and I didn't know what was going to be around the next corner. And I tried to go to
America.
Yes. I tried to find hope in religion, and I tried to find hope in other things. But when I was 11 years old in 1994, somebody handed me Green Day Dookie on cassette tape, and it changed my life. I wrote a record for anybody who's ever felt weird, anybody who's ever felt out of place, anybody who's ever needed a place to be, or a place to belong, that was free of sexism and racism and homophobia, and you have a place to be, and you have a place to belong. This is a fucking protest song. 1994, I felt so insecure, growing in my hometown like cancer. Something so unsure was knocking at my door. 11 years old then, and it was time to answer. Found my escape in that Green Day tape. And the songs end with just one man. Kids with purple hair were out there somewhere, and I would be goddamned if I didn't find them. Up until that time, I had no peace of mind. I was stuck inside of something I didn't sign up for. So then I met this kid with dreads, and I can forget what he said when I told him I didn't want to feel strange anymore. You're never gonna be normal. You're never gonna be normal. You're never gonna be normal, 'cause you're a pop. I started going to shows and taping songs off the radio. And then I figured out the picked up a guitar and played it with my heart and got inside my car and I started driving. And here's the good news. 20 years and change. Well, this is more than just a phase. I found something that I could believe in. When things are getting tough and I feel like giving up, I remember what my one friend said to me. And this was said, you're never gonna be normal. You're never gonna be normal. You're never gonna be normal 'cause you're alive. We are the sons of no one.
Please. Thanks for getting the whole